Hi, it's Peggy. Welcome back to the Morning Money class. This week I wrote a story about holding on tight to a vision. You see, the other day I was going through my nightstand and I was just putting away my gratitude journal from doing my gratitude exercise every morning, and I found this journal. And on the cover of it, it says, "Live the life that you've imagined." And it's a quote by Henry David Thoreau, which goes like this: "When one advances confidently in the direction of their dreams and endeavors to live the life that they have imagined, you will meet with success unexpected in common hours." And that's my absolute favorite quote. My stepdaughter gave me a mug with that quote on it, and this particular journal was given to me from my daughter-in-law. But why I wanted to mention this is that quote: when you live your life, when you advance confidently in the direction of your dreams, meaning you have confidence, you have a dream, and you endeavor to live the life that you have imagined, you will meet with success unexpected in common hours, which means you will meet with success. So this journal was given to me when my husband and I took possession of our cottage. And my daughter-in-law, Kayla, gave it to me, and she suggested that I start journaling about the wonderful experiences that we have and that we create at the cottage. And when I was a little girl, my parents had a cottage in the Muskokas, which is in the Ontario region. And my best childhood memories are from when we used to go to the cottage. And my granny actually had a cottage right beside ours. So my best memories of my granny are going to the cottage and investing some time with her. Anyways, I won't go into all the details of that, but here's the thing. For many, many years as an adult, I had a dream to own a cottage. But my husband, Denny, didn't want a cottage. In his mind, having a cottage was just more work. It was twice the bills. It was just something else to be concerned about. And even though I would share with him the wonderful experiences that I had as a child and the wonderful just experience of having that peaceful serenity of being beside the water and hearing the birds chirping in the morning when you wake up, or hearing the call of the loons at night as the sun is setting. Even though I described all of that and what was so important to me, he was like, "Yeah, I don't want any of it. I don't want none of it." So I was like, okay. So you know what? I just let it go. But I didn't let go of the dream. What I did was I chose to imagine in my mind that we, my husband Denny and I, owned a cottage. And not only did we own it, but we loved it. And Denny really loved it too. And so I didn't push him or pressure him, and we didn't argue about it. It was just something that went on in my mind, in my own imagination. I was endeavoring to live the life that I had imagined, as Henry David Thoreau said. And then one day I was away on a business trip, and I came home, and my husband was actually sitting out here by the pool. And I came and I sat down with him, and he said, "Honey," he says, "I think I'm ready." And I said, "Okay, great. What are you ready for?" He says, "I think I'm ready to have a cottage." It's like, what? Oh my goodness. And I jumped up right away and I raced into the house and I got my laptop and I opened up my laptop and I started looking online for waterfront cottages that were for sale. Now, I had already been looking because it was a dream and I was acting as if. So I would go and I would look to see what was available for sale. So I had looked at all the lakes. I knew the types of cottages. I knew what I wanted. And so it was very clear. And I knew what Denny would like as well. So since he was ready, well, I was more than ready. So we found this place, and the next day we booked an appointment. We went to see it. And when I got there and I walked around to the front of the cottage, which is the lakeside, and I stood there, I had this incredible head to toe goosebump experience of a knowingness that we were going to be here. We're going to be on this lake somewhere. I didn't think it was going to be that particular cottage, the one that we went to see. But here's the thing. The cottage we went to see was empty. The guy that owned it had moved away. He had been transferred down east. So I said to him, "Listen, can we move in? Like, we may or may not buy this place, but let's move in. We're going to try it on. It's kind of like a puppy dog sale, right? We'll try it on and we'll see." Well, it turns out that the guy about 4 or 5 cottages down the road, who had the most spectacular piece of land on the entire lake, it was a point, like an entire peninsula surrounded by water, he put his place up for sale, just with a for sale sign. And if you hadn't been on the lake, you would have never known. It wasn't on the real estate sites. It was just there with a sign. And so I saw it and I was like, oh, like it took my breath away, right? It's like, I want this place. And so we went and looked at it. We fell in love with the location, fell in love with the property. The cottage needed help, but we gave it some tender, loving care when we bought it. And we did buy it, and we own it now. We renovated it, and it's just our favorite place on earth. It's our sanctuary. And we do hear the birds chirping when we wake up in the morning. And we hear the frogs too. We also do hear the loons at night as the sun is setting right in front of us. The sun sets right in front of us. So Henry David Thoreau says, when you advance confidently in the direction of your dreams, you don't fight against it. You advance confidently and live the life that you have imagined. Just endeavoring to live the life that you have imagined. Do it. You will meet with success, unexpected and common hours. So that's my message for you today. So get a hold of your dream, grab on tight, don't let go, endeavor to live the life that you have imagined, and you're going to meet with success as well. And be sure to have fun with it.